So I recently posted a video on a budget build for the Warlock healer. We're now going to use that build and show how to actually play with it in a random dungeon queue. We're going to take the random advanced dungeon queue. In the past, I've already done Spell Plague and the Infernal Citadel, so I don't really want to get those again, so I'm just going to queue to the Pacific Dungeon Tomb of the Nine Gods. Minute later, we get a pop, and off we go. We got our full party. We're just going to buff up real quick. Watermelon, Potency, Wildstorm Elixir, and you can use an Invocation Blessing to get like the hammer for power. Now again, if you want to check out my build and everything I'm using, make sure and go check out that build video. So we best keep up with the players. Just have some ad groups, nothing too special. We may as well mark the tank there. We can put an at-will shield on him. That shield got removed pretty quick. Let's see, how big is my shields? Not that good. When you get to endgame, these shields will be significantly bigger. Probably double than what I'm giving here right now. We don't have like our max power. We don't have our max outgoing healing. Oh, let's give some heal over times there. We can use our outwill Eldritch Splat. Give that guy a shield and then... Oh, I have to be careful of the cast on that. It's not just a one click. With the mark on your tank like that, you can heal them if they're like in a pack of adds and you can't target them. You can hold down your tab ability here, your life link, and it'll heal them. And otherwise, you can use your outwill to give them a bit of a shield. It is pretty costly though, but when you're going between ad groups, it's whatever, because you can regenerate that cost pretty easily. And keep in mind, with your heal over time, you need to have a target. Ouch. You need to have a target in order to cast that. And you could just most of the time spam it. Again, especially when you're with an ad group, so just watch out for this soul weave. You don't want to get too low or you won't be able to heal anybody. Now in Tomb of the Nine Gods, I have not been paying attention to the mechanics. This is the serpent one. Did they open that one already? They did not. Oh, they did. I better go back to the team. We can use our shadow slip. They already went through the hallway. Oh dear. Somebody's gonna die to their shadow thingies. Yikes, I'm not there yet. Oh well, I just about didn't die. And then there's a lot of walking. We got one of the puzzles. You can totally do this one, or people are probably just like to skip it though. Let's see, is this guy gonna skip it for us? Yes. And we get what trap? The rocks falling. Well, we gotta do some heavy lifting. Again, look up to interact. And bring a stone to the pile. With the last stone placed, we should be able to head through. Trap solved. Not really solved. Didn't give everybody heal over time by attacking those dudes. Vampiric Embrace. Give them an extra heal over time with a shield here. Give them another heal. With the Revitalize, you're also giving them a 200 heal over time. So that's nice. Otherwise you can just, yeah, give them all a shield whenever. Wow, that guy took a ton of damage. Maybe you can use my daily here. Yeah, I did. Give a bit of a heal. I generally prefer to use Soul Pact instead of Soul Siphon, because Soul Siphon is such a long cast time. But again, most cases you can just spam your Vampiric Embrace to heal everybody within 80 feet. It's a whopping 600 magnitude, which is going to be more than what Revitalize can give. If you target 2 people with Revitalize, you've already split the magnitude down to just 425. But again, yes, the cost of Vampiric is double that of Revitalize, so it's more important when you're in a boss fight that you keep an eye out on your performance. They don't want me to take this one, do they? I believe that's the damage dealer's one. This will boost your damage against Orcus. Okay, very good. And the tank no longer needs any healing. This shield is like 10 million hit points or something. It's pretty insane. So yeah, we're gonna use our T-Rex there. Use another Vampiric. We just can't spam too much. Whoever has the threat. I guess I'm getting hit. I don't think that's because I have threat. These flew up. We just have some zombies. We can use Revitalize there again. Just try and keep that up. Remember, it's a 12-second duration. you can look on the buff bar, I believe. There you go, Vampiric Embrace. And if you see the icon, then you know that they have the heal over time. Like now it's expired, we can cast that again. How did that red area hit me? I swear I was not within it. Regardless, anyway, not a lot of damage here to be honest. So just keep your heal over times up and there's not much trouble. You can use your Warlock's Bargain if you wish. That will basically regenerate a stack of that Soul Weave and try and bring these balls to the tank. There we go, he knows what he's doing, very good. Bit of a shield there as well. And that's that, we just have some zombies. You can see with the feet, my little life spark will start like channeling on you because of that ability there. And that should regenerate Soul Weave a little bit faster. I may very well make a video covering all of the sources to Soul Weave regeneration and how they work mathematically on the Warlock, just so we can get a better sense of why you use what. But it can be just kind of common sense what you should use. But they have definitely made Warlock Healer a lot easier to play because you have those heal over times, and as a newer player you can mainly just cast that Vampiric Embrace all the time, don't spam it too much, and otherwise put this shield on people if you feel you need to. I mean, not really even important. Mainly when the tank's going to take a big hit, they could potentially do with the extra shield. But in this dungeon, if he has all this temp hit points, then you're not going to have to worry too much. Just depends. If you wipe a lot in the last boss, then the tank will take a lot of damage, or the person with threat, and they could do with the shield for sure. But it's really nice. Vampiric Embrace, 80 feet range, and just heals everybody there. I believe you can even heal companions with that. Like, yeah, my companion has, the effect of Vampiric Embrace. Nice. So you can totally heal competitively if you're in a trial versus like a cleric and a bard. There's not really any real reason you should lose on the heal board. But really, it's not a competition healing against each other like that. It's about, can you keep your allies alive? These continual cutscenes are annoying. I guess I just have to let it play through. Okay, we finally got it. And which one is this? Just beat up enemies, I believe. Good. Like if everybody's grouped up, we can give them like a revitalize, and we get enemies. We can do Vampiric Embrace. Just the main drawback from the Warlock with their Vampiric Embrace is they need something to hit to cast it. Also, you might be a bit worried that, oh, it's not healing everybody, because when I do this, it doesn't show, let's say, the beam to everybody sometimes. That can just be a visual bug. You get that with Healing Word as well. It won't show like 10 beams, like even though it will heal other people's companions. And thus there would be 10 targets at the moment in a 5-man group if everybody has it active. Again, you don't have to worry too much about like recasting Vampiric Embrace. You can just cast it after they take a bit of damage because it has that big heal as well. So you're kind of wasting it if you cast it at the beginning when nobody has taken damage. Again, it is only 12 seconds, but yeah, we're just speeding up ad groups here. It's nothing, no big deal. There's a Warlock's Bargain there to regenerate a big chunk. That's very nice. Just has a long cooldown. Let's avoid the skull. I guess we don't get it. Alright, we're just down here. Put a revitalize hot on everybody. Vampiric Embrace. And yeah, you really won't use your dailies a whole lot here. Maybe if everybody takes a big chunk of damage, it can be useful to cast the mitigation one. Like maybe now I'm getting beat up a bit, although that doesn't heal me, but does it not heal me? Probably doesn't. But yeah, usually you will take aggro at the very beginning if nobody hit the enemies, so just be careful with that. If you are running with a soul shield, that won't really be a problem if you die. But just a word of caution, you might want to use some immunity frames. Also running in here and attacking, you can just go and like dodge enemies hits, start Vampiric Embrace to heal them back. I really like this dungeon though. It's got nice atmosphere and open areas like this, giving it a sense of awe and wonder. And then it does have these puzzles, but most people just skip them. The middle puzzle is the best. They just made it so that they have two puzzles which are the same. That's because they had a puzzle before which got bugged. And so instead of fixing it, they just kind of removed it. It was to do with like mimics. This one is these teleporting things. It's a gamble. Which one will you take? That guy got lucky. What you can do is, if you have a keybind for your like VIP or something, you can summon the signpost and it counts as an entity. Like if I put it there, we know we can go here. And if I put it here, okay, it's this one. Anyway, I don't have the keybind set up where you could summon them easily, so you can just do trial and error, and there's enough people to get it right. If I'm here, I can put, yeah, I see that my little store guy basically triggered it. I can figure that out here. Yeah, it's over here. That's just a neat trick with that one. And we are on to a cutscene. Could skip that one with a big T-Rex, and we should get another one. This is where the T-Rex breaks through the door. There we go. And we can go on. Just some ad groups. We have one group over there, and let's grab the other group before they walk off. There we go. Let's remember we need to actually heal. Give that guy an extra heal. Give myself an extra heal. And a shield. Those guys some shield. I like that you have the ability of shield on the at-will. Let's heal that guy there. Gonna revitalize and vampiric embrace, and the guy died. No, he's running off, huh? Well, I got you. I'm running out of soul weave. Go up here, just vampiric embrace. You could blame me for them dying for not having had my hearts up early enough. Not sure if I did. But you can't blame yourself for every single death. Sometimes it can just be up to them having to move a little bit and play mechanics and not just sit there in the middle of a group of enemies and take all the hits and expect to live. Now the second boss, this one depends on your group. If your group doesn't have that much damage, this boss can be a little bit challenging, especially to heal through later on if they don't play the mechanics. So let's go artifacts. Let's give combat advantage. Put a vampiric embrace out. No, we didn't dodge that. Oh, let's dodge that. And don't need that. Yeah, these guys seem to have enough damage. Another vampiric embrace. We're not within the area, thank you. Gonna revitalize on those guys. Give them another heal over time and a vampiric embrace. Use our Warlock's bargain, regenerate that soul leaf. Dodging, move out of that. Here that everybody takes damage over time, so vampiric embrace. Revitalize on people as well. I don't think it's the damage over time effect actually, this is just the slow effect. There is one though, like fire, and pretty sure there's another one, I just don't know it. Don't want to go artifacts here. Okay, I use my T-Rex. Yo, let's go vampiric embrace. Maybe they do take a bit of damage. This guy is, oh, because he's grabbed by a hand. That is why. But we finished the boss relatively smoothly. We'll inspect the players before we get to the last boss. We just have to get through this group here. That guy a shield. That didn't hit him, that hit me. Let's use a vampiric embrace on this dude. So everybody to heal over time except those really far behind, like the cleric DPS. This guy is determined to die. Oh, right. I guess my revitalized it wasn't quick enough. Just try and make sure you put up your heal over times again after somebody has died, because they lose everything. And this room, will somebody attack, huh? Or will somebody's companion attack these? You can just avoid all the dwarves, but if somebody hits them, they will all attack. Can be quite funny. Alright, there we are. To the last boss. Let's see what we have. A fighter DPS. Okay, he definitely has the gear. Not on the level of doing demon web hits, though, it seems. Maybe he's just an alt who done dragon hunts. The cleric DPS, also pretty decent. I think he's mainly playing healer, but went as DPS for this. I'm a bit confused why he'll run this set. Barbarian DPS, also pretty stacked. And the fighter tank, more on the budget end, that's for sure. So we do have some pretty good damage dealers here. Depending on what you get, might be tougher or smoother to run through this. What reward did we get? Trade bars, yay. Get our cutscene, let's skip that, go directly to the boss, otherwise everybody will be fighting already. The barbaric embrace up. Oh, keep in mind, revitalize will cleanse. So this spin attack is putting a daze on everybody and you can cleanse it. Hell yeah. That's great. Nobody likes getting freaking stunned by that nonsense. Hopefully everybody moves. Luckily you won't be dead if you fall off. But yep, everybody did. Who has the threat? Here is the daze again. Let's cleanse that. Oops, we cast it too early. There we go, cleanse. I don't think, no, you cannot cleanse these other effects. You will see if you can cleanse by basically looking at the effect, and if it has this dot above it, like this burn, you can cleanse the burn. But you can't cleanse those debuffs, the debuffs you take when you're in the red area. So, souls. Let's use a T-Rex on one of these souls and just consume it. We help out there. Very good. 800,000 damage. Nice. That's another reason to really take the T-Rex as your mount, especially on healer. Everybody's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to use my daily here. Give some mitigation. We got souls again. That's not so good. I do not have my T-Rex. Let's use my Warlock's bargain here. Another vampiric embrace. If I stand here so we don't get hit. We have managed to not take a single debuff. That's nice. He's using the spin attack here. Let's go and cleanse after. There we go. That is very quality of life. To be able to have that cleanse. And revitalize is not just useful for that. It's also useful for the heal. And then also the, just the heal over time with that. Did we avoid that? We did. I'm going to save my T-Rex for the next souls. There we go. Let's consume this one. Nice, somebody else has a T-Rex too. I used it on the other one. Let's use a revitalize here. Try to stand in between. Oh, we get hit by that. Oh well. And we can use our Warlock's bargain again. Vampiric embrace. Really nice not have to worry about positioning. Another revitalize there for the cleanse. Again, with the debuffs here on the top left, the ones with the orange dot above them are cleansable. The ones that don't are not. So any other content, there will be things you can cleanse as well. Just keep an eye out on that. There are burns and things that you can also cleanse, like this one right here. So we'll cleanse that. Here's another. Oh, the guy, I guess, took aggro. He got absolutely smacked. Not much you can do about that. It's just about the tank not having the threat, or the DPS just taking the aggro. We need a cleanse here. There we go. Let's use my T-Rex. That cleanse didn't hit me, apparently. Everybody has. Let's use Vampiric Embrace again. I stand in between here. Every time you get hit by one of these red areas, you get a debuff, and these debuffs means you take increased damage. Important when you're struggling with this fight, but for the rest, not really mattering so much. And that should be 2 million Iron Gods complete on my budget Warlock healer. I think we done pretty good. The only 2 deaths we had, or was it 3? 3 deaths on the one guy. I don't really feel them as my fault. But let's thank them all. Get our chest. We have plenty of rerolls, so maybe we can get like a greater shard would be nice. No, not even anything. Unfortunately, you can't use skeletal keys, you have to use chalt keys, so you have to have progress on the campaign to craft these keys. Luckily, you can just farm the skirmish, the Merchant Prince's Folly, and you'll get the currency where you can create a key for Merchant Prince's Folly and this dungeon. Ultimately, I don't think it can be a whole lot harder than that to heal through content on the Warlock healer in terms of the random queues. Reaper's Challenge, once you get to the 50,000 item level, you can start doing that, and I would recommend it. Every now and again, there will be a 30,000 one which you can jump in, but they will be a lot tougher and they're generally not scaled, so they're on a difficulty level of you kind of want to be 50,000 item level or higher and have decent stats. You will struggle a bit more in those, but it is absolutely doable. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.